Beautiful hedge fund managers. Today we will talk about my friends. I had a friend who was a hedge fund manager who told me multiple times, Ziad, every time I'm going into the call and I have already received multiple no's from multiple investors and a limited amount of LBS, I'm just feeling like there is something against me. It feels like the whole industry against me. It feels like what I am going through will never get out from my own way. I will never reach what I have to reach. And it kills my inner power, it kills my fire, it kills my effectiveness. And I'm feeling like I can't be a hedge fund manager anymore because I have already received a limited amount of no's that it has already entered my own heart and started to kill my own fire in the hedge fund industry. So Ziad, what I need to do, what I have to do, please let me know what your own thoughts. What are your own thoughts on that? So that's what I have received from my own friend who has already been in the industry for over 6 years in the hedge fund industry. Today I'm doing this video is not only for my own friend, but I'm doing this video for you too. I understand that you are also going through the same exact roadblocks that you need actually to solve them in order to scale up to over 10 million that's in the management, or even to build foundation up to 10 million in the management. Today we'll talk about it. By the way, 2 programs in description below, 1 you, and let's get into it directly. Here is what he told me. How I can never let rejection go into my heart and drain my inner power, which kills my fire and effectiveness as a hedge fund manager. Okay, now let's get into the main thing, which is rejection is not against you. It's for the next you. What that means? Rejection that you have already received is not against you. It has already started to build you to become the next you. Okay, you can't be the next you, which is a hedge fund manager, a great hedge fund manager, if you haven't received rejection. Rejection, you need to receive it so you can start to shift from the trader's mindset and to become the great hedge fund manager mindset, which is the business owner mindset. And you will never become that if you will not receive a limited amount of no's, a limited amount of rejection. When you have received rejection, that's pretty good. You are on the go, or you are on the right way. You are going to the right destination that you have already prompted your own self to become to or to reach up to. Now let's get into the main thing. In 3 minutes, that's the max, you will understand something that you haven't been aware of. Rejection activates the same pain centers in the brain as physical injury. Okay, so that's how things going on. That's why every time you have already received a rejection, you start to feel like, all right, now I'm feeling backward. Now you have the stress levels to the upside, and now you start to feel, all right, how I can get some dopamine boosters, correct? How I can get some fake dopamine posters for just short term, so I can feel good again and I can start to trade again. Or you will go and trade full time and you will start to lose multiple trades on the multiple trades street. Okay, now what you need also to understand is early humans depended on a group acceptance for survival. Rejection means cast out, so that's evaluation. Okay, that's evaluation. You have already received something from it. First one, again, rejection activates the same pain centers in the brain as physical injury, which is that's absolutely fine. What you are feeling or what you have already received for pain after you have already received it, no. So that's the same thing that everyone else around you are already receiving. So there is no worries on that. Okay, that is not something like strange, not at all. Hedge fund managers experience the same survival response when doing the presentation to the investor. So the same feelings that anyone else who has already received a physical injury, you will receive it when you have already received a no from the investor. Okay? And now let's get into the main thing. Too many no's combines. Managers hesitate to send intro emails or delay investor calls. Our over-explaining during intro decks comes from fear of being challenged to be only rejected again. Accepting weak investor terms comes from fear of pushing too hard and in more practical way. When rejection becomes unbearable, managers retreat into research instead of outreach. Okay. You understand what things going on. When you have already received too many no's, okay, to your own subconscious mind, okay, you will start to tell your own self, I will not send more emails to the investors. I will do less to have less rejection. And you thinking by doing less, you will have more no, you will have more yes, because now you are just avoiding the almost no's answers from the investors that you haven't already asked them. And that will absolutely make no sense. You need to ask them and you need to receive more no's, because the no's will give you the feedback to get the yes. But what I'm gonna tell you right here is every time you have already received a no, then you need to ask them why I have received the no, why you have already thought that, what I can do here to make sure that next time you will never give us a no. You need to have a feedback, okay? And right now, you are not going into the intro deck or into the intro call with the investors all in. Why? Because every time you have already went all in, or the few times that went all in, you have already received a huge rejection from their own side or from multiple others, which it has already compensated with the time to give you this picture. I will not explain more because I don't want to have more challenges and I don't want to have more no's. Okay, that's absolutely weakness. You need to overcome that. You need to actually explain more and go all in on each call. Number 3, you start to accept weak investor terms just because you are not willing to push hard or to do more practical ways. Why you are doing that? Don't accept someone who will not stay in your own firm or will not stay in your own hedge fund for the long term. Don't do that. You can actually have others who will tell you, yes, I am in, but only understand that the more you do, the better it gets, and the less you do, the less you will have. Where rejection becomes unbearable, managers retreat into research instead of outreach, which is just completely wrong. You don't need to do more research, you need to do more outreach. Okay, that's the main answer all the time, across all the industries, across all the timelines. Okay, now let's get into the main thing. So to our partners, those who are partnering up with us, which is that's what we are doing. We partner up with hedge fund managers who are managing over 10 million in the asset under management, and we coach those who are under 10 million under management, and we help them further to understand how they can build their own foundation, understand how they can build operation with the time, and understand how they can build the basic minimums that they need to have in order to raise capital up to 10 million that's under management. If you would like to take a look on things similar to that, you can find them in the description below. To our partners, what we do is we set a goal to hear no at least 20 times per week. Okay, at least. And what we do from there is we track rejection in spreadsheet. We normalize the discomfort of hearing no, and we push through it. Okay, so when we have already received no, that's absolutely fine. I am in good way. I am going to the right destination. If it was easy, if it was yes, there is something wrong. If you have already received yes from the investor, there is something wrong right here. I'm telling you, there is something that you need to open your eyes to. No one will tell you yes directly. If it's easy to have a yes from investor, he is not a real investor, he is a turkey card. Okay? Be aware of that. Don't spend your own time on turkey cards, man. Don't do that. Okay? Understand that you need to have more no, because the more no you receive, the more qualified investors you have on the board or on the line. Okay, What I can give you here for exercise, if you would like actually to challenge your own self and understand that rejection is pretty good, and understand that rejection is part of the life, and especially if you are a business owner, especially if you are a hedge fund manager, which is you are a business owner, correct? You are not a trader, okay? So have that in your own bloodline right now. Rejection is awesome. I love rejection. Ask me about rejection. I will tell you, rejection is the best thing in the whole of my own life. Why? Because when I am rejected more, that's mean I am on the good. I'm in the right way. I'm going to the right destination. The more I am rejected, the less competitors on the same line, the less people, business owners, hedge fund managers on the same place, because they have already been rejected before and they went and have done something different, or they settled for less. Do you understand? So I understand that more I push through rejection, the better it gets, because in the end of the way, I will go there. And I'm going there. And you are also going there. If you just understand that you need to just keep pushing, keep going, and keep pushing and keep developing your own self, keep building operations, sales operations, marketing operations, public speaking skill, understand brand building skills, understand negotiation, understand how you can do the presentation, understand how you can build relationships internationally to raise capital and to close capital, and how to retain capital, how to manage retention. If you understand all the other things, you will absolutely have yes in the end of the line. But you can't have yes and you start to explain your own self why I haven't received yes before, just because you have a good trading strategy, but you haven't built the others operations on the line or in the place. It will never happen. It will never goes like that. Okay? Now, I will give you exercise. Go out and ask for new things that are more likely to have no as an answer. Here at least 20 no's per day for 5 days. You can start if you would like to sales door to door. I have done sales door to door back in the days, and I have received a limited amount of no's every day. And I started, then from there I shifted my own mind to, all right, more no's, that means I am on the right way. Okay, because others who wanted to sell something, when they have already received the first no, they went home. I was there all the day, every day, all the day long, until I have already become the best salesman in the companies that I have worked on. And I have also worked in other investment companies before, and that's exactly what I have done. Now in the days when I am running my own fund rising firm, I'm doing the same thing when I have already started to do the investors calls. I'm just asking for more, asking for why not. Okay, he will tell me because it's X and Y, I need to see more materials. All right, we will provide that to you, sir. We will do X and Y right now, right away. I will send it over to you. Then after I have already sent it over, then ask for more. Ask for why not now? But I have already built a foundation before I'm asking him to actually commit to our fund or to our partner's fund. Do you understand? But I can't actually start to ask for more if I haven't already built the foundation, if I haven't already built the things that it has to be in the place before I'm asking for why not. Because I understand the due intelligence, how it works. I understand what they are looking to. And if what they are looking to, it's not in the place, it will never happen. It will never go away. It will never go to my way. Okay, so that's what you're going to do. Do sales door to door. Go out and ask for something that you will absolutely have no to. Keep asking and keep getting the no's to your own bloodline. It will absolutely work. Keep asking and receiving more no's. It will help you to build and refine the resilience needed to close investment commitments constantly. Reframing rejection as a filter. Each no filters out the wrong investors. The goal isn't to avoid rejection, it's to find alignments. How would you kill your own fund growth, your fund's growth? How would you do that? By having the wrong investors invest in your own fund, which is the tier kickers. Okay, tier kickers are the wrong investors because they will take your time, take your effort, and actually force you to not work with them, but to work under them, or to work like You will start to work like someone who have already done a service for you, or someone who has already done a favor for you, and now you need to give it back to them. Why you would do that? You don't need to have this type of investors, but you need actually to overcome rejection. Understand why you have already been rejected from the start, from the beginning, from the right investors, so you can overcome that, and you can overcome that rejection is absolutely good for the next you, but against the current you, which is the one who don't understand how the hedge fund industry works. Investor psychology, they are not rejecting you. Investors see hundreds of entry decks, and no often just means bad timing. That's it. It's bad timing. If you keep asking for more, as we are doing, you have already been rejected today. All right, no worries. Next week, I will ask you again, and I will provide you new materials on X and Y. All right, I will do that. Okay, next week I have already provided to him materials. And now, what you would like to see right now? Oh, I would like to see X and Y, the BBM documents, the legal documents, etc. here and there. All right, here are everything. What you would like to see from here, sir? That's what I would like to see. If you just keep following up after each call and keep providing more materials and keep having the lines open all the time, you will absolutely close more investors. It's too easy. Most of you are not doing any follow-up. Are not doing any follow-up after the first 2 touches. And that's absolutely killing your own fund's growth. Confidence is key. If you don't invest, someone else will. Correct? Always have that in the mind. If you don't invest, someone else will. How many no's you will get? You can't get all the no's in the world. There are 7-8 billion humans in the world. You will never get all the no's from all the humans. You will get yes eventually. But if you have already built a foundation to receive yes, more yes, less no, then you will get there. Then you need to understand what the foundation to receive more yes and less no. You will find them in the description below on how you can do that. If you want, you can apply. If you stay outside and ask 100 girls to hang out with you, okay, let's say that, someone would. That doesn't mean you were wrong the first time you asked it and got rejected, correct? If you have already been outside and now you're asking girls right there, girls that are going to somewhere in their own life, correct? You just stopping them and ask them to hang out with you. You will receive a limited amount of no's, correct? But you will also receive yes, but you haven't stopped. You haven't been rejected from the first time that you have already received it no. You haven't said, all right, I have already received it no. Now it's enough for today. I will go home right now. I will go home and I will just get back to my own disk behind my own screen, and I will just go and trade more. I'll go full time into trading so I can blow up my accounts. Okay, you haven't done that. Why? You went there, you asked for more, and you keep asking. Persistence. You keep asking. Why not? Okay, if someone told you no, why not? Why not? Why you don't want to hang out with me? Correct? And you keep asking. Persistence until you were eventually you will receive yes from multiple others, and then from there you will have a limited amount of girls who want to hang out with you. And then from there, you can just hang out with them, or do whatever you want, or you can just reject them if you would like to, and get the best ones. That's the exact same thing that you can also do when you will start to have qualified investors who would actually be interested to work with you. But you can't just go and ask the girls if you haven't already worked on your own self or worked on your own haircut, and you haven't already, you don't have a good style, etc. You understand? You can't just go like there, right there, and you just someone who just coming from the bed, directly from your own bed, to out there. Do you understand what I'm talking about? The same thing when you are doing presentation to the investors. You need to build a foundation that shows them that you understand what you're talking about, and then from there you can start to close more and start to get more yes, because now you have already built the foundations that they are looking to. Now you have already built the positive foundations that they are looking to. Then eventually, then you will absolutely get more yes. Okay? It just means you asked the wrong one who couldn't do it at that moment. because to their current circumstances, interests, needs, or values. Those who rejected you, correct? That doesn't mean they are rejecting all of you. They are not rejecting the whole idea of you. They are just rejecting the circumstances, the current circumstances, interests, needs, and value. And how you would actually overcome all of that by having the positive foundation on your own fund that you have already built it. And then from there, you will overcome that, and we will have less rejection because you have already built what they are looking to, what they are looking to have and see. Correct? That was everything for today's video. If you would like to find the other videos in the description below, you will find them right there. And by the way, we have also 2 programs, one with you, one for you. One with you to help hedge fund managers who are under 10 million in the management, coach them, mentor them, and make sure that they will build this foundation to rise up to 10 million in the management. And then from there, after we have already raised that for them and we close that for them, we making sure to onboard them to our next program, which is the biggest one, the done for you. Then from there, we scale up externally with them, broader and more internationally and globally to new all-time highs in the management. And if you would like to take a look on other videos, you will find in the description below, as I have already mentioned to you. If you would like actually to have more content like that, I will make sure to push more content to help you out and make sure to serve every one of you to make sure that you will actually become what you need to become, and you will have less time into these errors, into these triggers of time-consuming, time-wasters, tasks that you are doing currently and nowhere cycles. It was Zia Silo. Have a nice day.